Hi everybody, Happy New Year, Happy 2018. This is our first episode of 2018 for Heart Jar Moments. And I'm super excited to start a new year and to continue with this series that I started. So this is all about sharing experiences from my life that will hopefully inspire you and bring some ideas to you about new ways of being, new ways of bringing joy to your life. And so what I've done is I've taken little pieces of paper and I've written down some notes, tips, some tools, experiences, things that'll trigger a subject for me to share in each episode. So today I pulled from the jar, and trust me, this is not an easy one. My note says 99.99999% is energy, and 0.0000001% is stuff. Well, what the heck does that mean, and why should you care? That's a good question, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. So this is actually just a known from physics. Albert Einstein taught us that the universe is 99.99999% energy, and the universe is 0.0000001% is matter. So we're just, it's a physics thing. And I was not a good science student, and I understand the concepts now very well. It's really interesting. Later in life, I've been very interested in this topic because it has to do with the brain and how it functions. It has to do with how our physical bodies function. It has to do with manifesting good in our life. So the way I use this tool, and the reason I wanted to share it with you, is quite simply just use it as a way to think about what are you focusing on. So if the universe, if the world, if your life is 99.9999999% energy, and trust me, there's debate about how many nines come after the 99, and there's debate about how many zeros, but it's a lot. So if 99.99999% of your life is energy, and a very teeny tiny part, 0.0000001% is matter, physical matter, why are you focusing on the matter? Why are you focusing on the most minute part of your life when your life is really made up of energy? So let me give you an example for myself. I like to start my day, like I've said before, by meditating, by tapping into good emotions, good feelings, and setting my intention for the day, right? And I do not look at the news. I do not look at my bank account. I don't look at my email. I don't look at all these other things that are basically what they call lower frequency energies, okay? Dark energies. Things that bring us down, things that are difficult to conceive of, because I want to tap into the higher energy, so I keep my energy up through the day, right? So you got to think about when we're setting intentions for the day, what's the energy we're putting behind that intention? You know, we want to tap into this higher energy. So even your physical body, okay, let's talk about the physical body. You're going to say, well, Gina, I'm a physical body. I'm made up of matter. I could touch, I could feel. I'm dense, I'm solid. My bones, I could feel them, all of that. Well, that's great. That's true. But scientifically, and this is what when we get into the realm of quantum physics and physics in general, is when they keep looking deeper into what we're made of, they're actually finding that the old model of thinking, the Newtonian model, what we were taught in school when we looked at an atom, remember being taught how an atom is made up? It had like a little round ball in the center, which was called the nucleus, and then there was all these other little points around it with little balls. Do you remember that model? And we were told that that was fixed, that this is a solid thing in the middle. Well, through higher-powered tools, higher-powered microscopes, and different theories, they've discovered that that's not true, that center part is not solid at all. It's all energy. So another way to think of this is radio frequencies, right? If you want to listen to a specific radio station, you have to turn your dial to a certain number to tap into the electromagnetic frequency that's being sent, and that's a signal back and forth. You know, I don't really I'm not an engineer where I completely grasp that, but I do understand that there's energy that's bringing that to me. I know there's energy in my house to turn on my light switch and all those things. So that's kind of really all you need to understand about that. But if you want to look deeper into it, you would look up Newtonian physics versus quantum physics. Anyway, back to how this makes a difference in your life. Well, emotions are actually energy in motion. So you can just test this out for yourself. Next time you're having an emotion, what's happening in your body physically? So when you feel anger or you feel sad, where do you feel in your body? If you're angry, do you feel like fire in your belly, you know? Do you feel like your heart beating, pumping? Right? So there's energy going through your body. Or if you're feeling sad, you feel completely drained. You're laying in your bed, you're depressed, maybe not happy in your job, and you just don't want to get up, and you just don't want to go, and you just don't have any energy. It's because there's negative, dark emotion around it. You know, it's what are you thinking about when it's time to go to work? Or if, you know, something sad's happening in your life, you know, you just feel down, you feel low, and that's a low frequency emotion. But what about when great things are happening and you're feeling really good and you're feeling really upbeat and you're excited to go to work, or you're excited because your family's going to get together, or you're going on a vacation, you're anticipating all this great stuff and you're feeling really good. So this is tapping back into good feelings, and those are what we call higher frequency emotions, and we're sending off good vibes. You know, you ever say, you know, somebody comes into a room, excuse me, and you say, I felt a really bad vibe or negative energy from that person. Well, you really are. You're really feeling the energy of a dark or lower frequency emotion. So think about, how do you want to proceed with your day in the morning? If you're feeling dark, if you're feeling down, you're going to need to work at creating your own energy. You know, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. You're the creator. You're the designer of your life. You are the one who is signaling your body, signaling your hormones, signaling the chemicals in your body to create good emotions. And the way you do that is first and foremost changing your thinking. Remember, we talked about how thoughts trigger chemistry in the brain to signal the body for emotions and those kinds of things. Well, let's just do a real simple step. And I've learned this also from Dr. Joe Dispenza. First, we start with a thought. And a thought creates an action, right? You're going to think about doing something, and then you're going to go and do it. You're going to think about going to work, and then you're going to go to work. So you have a thought, then you have an action step, right? You have a behavior, you do something. And while you're doing something, you're having an experience of life, right? You're experiencing being somewhere or being with somebody. And then when that experience creates an emotion, a feeling. So you might say, well, Gina, how do I control what somebody else is going to do, you know, when I'm having that experience? Well, it's all in context. How do you want to perceive it? You know, you have to create the energy ahead of time to have a good experience. And this is how we tap into higher energies and have better experiences in life. Now, this is a challenging concept for me to explain. I grasp it real well, but I might not be explaining it as well as I would like to. So I would like for you to ask me questions in the comments about it. I would be happy to explain further and also give you some of my resources on understanding this concept better, because I think it's really important to understand the energy behind everything we do. And that also goes into the intention setting, with elevated emotions, having a really higher level emotion when we intend to do something, and that creates a better experience and a better day. Anyway, I'm going to stop now because I could go down a really crazy rabbit hole and then I won't be able to get myself out with you guys, so I don't want to do that. But I do want to encourage you to comment, to share the video, and to like Healing Heart TV. I'm going to just continue to bring new concepts to you. I'd love to have more discussion with you about it, but just know that my energy and my intention is for you to have a beautiful day, for you to tap into your soul's joyful purpose, and to just have a great life overall. And that's my intention for myself, so I'd love for you to have it as well. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful brand new week of a brand new year, and I'll see you on Friday.